You're listening to the audio production of The Man the Moment Demands. Master the 10 Characteristics of the Comprehensive Man by Jason Wilson. Published by Thomas Nelson and read by the author, me. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains interactive graphics and resources and will be referred to throughout as the enhancement. To every man who is tired of being the wrong man in the moment. Chapter 1. The Initiation. Men like to put up the facade that they're never vulnerable, like there's never anything wrong, and everyone knows it's bullshit. That's what Joe Rogan once said to me when I was a guest on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Joe possesses an astute understanding of masculinity, drawing from his diverse experiences as an actor, comedian, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, UFC color commentator, and host of the #1 podcast on Spotify. No one can be strong all the time, I replied to Joe. When we say to each other, stay strong, bro, we're subconsciously telling each other that when we feel weak, something is wrong with us. You're not tricking anybody, Joe said. You're posturing. When you're posturing, it's really a weakness. There's more strength in just being who you are. And just because you have vulnerable moments, or just because you're emotional, or just because you're sad, doesn't mean you're weak. I paused. Who are we really? I asked him. I posed that same question to the men reading this right now. Who are you really? From the moment we take our first breaths, we arrive as exuberant, carefree boys, radiating joy and authenticity. Yet our culture molds us over time into less expressive versions of ourselves, males hemmed in by the rigid notion of manhood. As a result, our humanity bows at the altar of masculinity, leaving minimal space for genuine transparency and no room for those lighthearted boys. As we grow, oftentimes our ventings are dismissed as complaints, expressions of pain are labeled as weakness, fatigue is mislabeled as laziness, resistance is denounced as rebellion, and hesitation is branded as being double-minded. When tears flow, we're called soft, teaching us from an early age.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?